Yo, what's good, everybody? What's happening? Happy Friday to everybody. Made it to the weekend, didn't we? We got a big fight. I'm predicting this is gonna be a big fight, yo, between Vergil Ortiz and Serhii Bohachuk. We gonna get to that. Mark Wynn, what's happening, baby? Yeah, man. Y'all know the drill. Y'all know the drill. Yo, if you want to support the channel, it's real easy, bro. You can do what it say right here. You can like, comment, subscribe, all that great stuff, man. Also, we all monetize. So if you want to help out that way, like I said, all proceeds go right back into the channel, get better equipment and everything to bring more and better content to y'all. So appreciate those who've already hit the like button, those who've already subscribed. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, if you want to hit the super chat, hey, greatly appreciate it. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. ESPN Plus got some cool fights on right now. That's what I've been watching. And I'm still watching. So if you see me looking up, that's what I'm looking at, all right? But yeah, DJ, what's good, man? I see y'all. Y'all always show up and show out. Let me run y'all through real quick, show y'all some love. Yeah. I don't know these guys' first name, but Cortez and Warriors. They gave war. I'm talking about dude out with his clothes. They went at it, bro. This was definitely a fan-friendly fight with no problem, bro. I'm talking about these were some nice fights in a small venue. Man, these one of them fights I wish I could have been there and seen in person. Because they was going at it. Salutes to them. They gave they all in the ring. Salutes to them in a big way, bro. In a big way. Straight up. This is one of those cards. It's in Mexico City. So like I don't know none of these fighters. But they banging. They getting it in, man. They are getting it in. Now, this is crazy, man. My pick, this is gonna be a hard one. This fight is gonna most definitely be hard, bro. I'm gonna tell you right now. Oh yeah, let me salute. Right, DJ. Hey, my boy got heavy out there getting his feet wet in Vegas. No lie, he getting them interviews. Salutes to him. Yo, that was a dope interview over there with Zab Judah. Make sure y'all go support. I don't know if he uploaded anymore. I haven't been back on there, but yo, go support that. That's dope. That's dope. He getting his feet wet. Seeing how it is, man. Damn good job. Salutes to Heavy, bro. Damn good job, man. Another thing too, I wanted to give big shout out to my St. Louis Cardinals. We beat the Royals. You know what I'm saying? So salutes to them. STL had 8, Kansas City 5. If y'all into baseball like that, you know what I mean? But yeah, back to this fight though, man. This fight is crazy. Dwayne Styles, how you doing, man? How you doing? The live stream showed up on my suggestion. Salutes. Hey, thank you for coming through, bro. Hope you like the content, bro. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe, man. We're gonna be up tomorrow. I do it often, release videos, all of that stuff. You know what I mean? Oh, you just got to, hey, I'm with the wrestling too, bro. So, yeah, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Help your boy grow. We'll be up here for the fights. We do it every weekend, commentating the fights and everything, bro. I've been just contemplating which way this fight gonna go. We don't see much of Ortiz at 154. I'm kind of wanting Ortiz to definitely win this because you gotta take it with a grain of salt. All right, coming from De La Hoya, he wants to make Vergil and y'all main guy, Tim Tszyu, by the end of this year. But I don't know how that's gonna happen unless Tim waited out. I don't know, unless he's gonna wait till tomorrow and see who wins that fight and decide is he gonna fight the winner. I don't know. DJ, that's y'all side of the world. Unless y'all have had something, you know what I mean? Y'all gotta let me know, you know what I mean? But if you got questions, you know where the link at. The link is in the chat as we speak. Because I did want to see that. I did want to see Vergil and Timzu. But this Bohachuk fight is gonna be tough. This is one of the ones where, like, I don't know. You would think Vergil would win, but I'm not just gonna go off the name. I've only seen him in 2.5 rounds at this weight class, but I've seen Bohachuk. And Bohachuk got power in both hands. He don't like to be pushed back at all. So you push him, he gonna come forward even more. He got one flaw, and I'm gonna get to it. He got a mean right, but he got a hell of a left hook, and it's crazy. Make me feel like he a southpaw, but he switches. Like he come out orthodox or something, because that left hook is deadly. You know what I'm saying? Got my main man coming to the stage, that guy DJ, man. What's going on, DJ?
I'll let you finish your thoughts.
Oh, no,
I'm playing along the same lines as you. And just to back up where you are right now in your comments and your thinking, I had a quick look this morning, and 5 minutes and 3 seconds Vergil has spent in the ring since over the last 2 years, calendar 2 years.
Right.
So his last fight at 147 was the 8th of this month in 2022. So in 2 years, he's spent all of 5 minutes and I think 3 seconds in the ring. And I'll let you finish your comments, but this one's got me sitting on the fence, and I'll explain why.
Yeah, man. I'm kind of like you, but my guy got a hell of a right. I mean, he got a mean right, but he got a hell of a left hook. And he didn't prove he got power in both hands. Like I said, I've been watching Bohachuk from Top Rank to PBC. He gives everybody a run for their money, and he wins. He's only 24-1 with 23 KOs. That's like a 90-something knockout ratio. And he's not afraid. He's not afraid. The only flaw that I see that he has at times, he keeps his head on the line. But at the same time, though, his hands are busy. So it's like, how are you still going to get to him? Unless you're going to stand there and literally trade. You know what I mean? Like, you literally going to stand there and fight him. Now, Vergil is known to be a body snatcher going downstairs. Bohachuk is the same way. He go downstairs, upstairs. He mixed up. He done took people out with body shots, hard rights to the body, and left hooks upstairs. So it's kind of hard for me to really, really pick at this moment, because, like I said, we only seen them for a total of 5 minutes in the ring. Nobody's giving no pushback in any of those fights. He hasn't got the rounds in, so you can kind of constitute it's still going to be some ring rust. I don't see him taking Bohachuk out early. I think it's going to be a matter of attrition. Who can push the other person back? Who could take whose punch? And at this moment, I can't call it. But if I had to lean, if God came down and said, son, you gotta lean to one side, I'm gonna say, at the moment, I gotta go with the fresher person. It's gonna be Bohachuk. And I know that's an unpopular opinion, but this is not a molehill. This is a mountain that Vergil is about to have to climb. It's another one of those fighters that nobody knows about, but has been putting in work and showing and proving. Nothing has been given to him. You see his record. 24 and 24-1 and 23 KOs. So that loss taught him something. So he doesn't leave it to the judges. That's not his MO. He could box too. He sets his shots up. He does nice feints. He's everything that you want. if you watch the press conference, it was like De La Hoya was salivating over him himself. Like he was proud to announce him, and he don't even promote him. You know? So even he knows like this is finna be a fight, bro. This is finna be a fight, bro. And one thing I will say about De La Hoya not gonna hold no fighter hand. You want the fight, you lose, you lose. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. What you say, DJ?
Well, for me, I want to start right at the beginning, or my beginning, not everyone else's.
Mm-hmm.
So we've spoken about this a little bit on your panels and just in chat and whatnot over the last sort of 12 months as Vergil's come back into 154. And what have we all wanted? We've all wanted to see him against someone that'll test him, into the late rounds, 10, 11, 12, right?
Right.
Just to see using, who is it? Nine's language, what's under the hood.
Right.
So I think we're going to get this. For me, it feels like the more patient fighter could be at an advantage, because if they just come out and both go forward and just start trading them, either one of them potentially can get knocked out. I'm not sure about Vergil's chin. I haven't looked back far enough. Now, I also don't do triangle theories. However, because I watched enough of both fights, I reckon that Bohachuk did a bigger job on Mendoza than what Tim Tszyu did.
Yeah, he demolished him.
Now, whether Tim Tszyu sort of felt like, well, I've got it in the bag, I'll take my foot off the gas, what have you, who knows? But if you compare the two fights, Mendoza walked out busted, broken, and everything.
Yeah.
In that last fight. So that tells me a little bit that this Bohachuk's not just an amateur specialist. He can mix it with the good fighters. Mendoza's a good, honest fighter, let's face it. The interactions look like they've started to get genuinely personal just over the last 24 hours, like in the press conference and the weigh-in and those sorts of things. I saw Vergil's old man just going off at the weigh-in, well, this morning my time. I would think, I haven't heard anything. Maybe Mark's heard something or read something. I'm not hearing anyone talk about Vergil and Tim other than both of them focusing on the fights in front of them. So I think both of them would be happy to fight if they both come out of their next couple of fights. And I think that Turki Al-Sheikh also mentioned Vergil in his tweet last weekend. So, sure, that's not bad. That's not a bad fight to find out who's the best for Bud into the future. But we don't know what Bud's doing either. I would like Vergil to win because I like the man. He doesn't talk rubbish or bullshit. So that's always a win for me. But I can definitely smell a possible upset.
Yeah.
If he gets his game plan wrong and, Bohachuk went, 12 rounds against Mendoza? When was that? That was in early April.
Yeah.
On the first prime card. So he's definitely got the wheels. He's got an engine under the hood. So, look, we'll just have to wait and see. But if anything, it could just be a really entertaining fight. I'm not sure it's going to be one of those strategic fights like we saw with Bud and Madrimov. It could just be each other filling each other out and looking for that shot. So flip a coin. As far as, well, for me, flip a coin. Who would I like to win? Vergil, because I really like the idea of his style and Tim's style in the future. But in saying that, if Bohachuk gets him, I like the idea of a Bohachuk, Vergil, Bohachuk, anyone fight. So I think it's too easy to pick the person that's you're most familiar with, isn't it? If you're not careful, you just pick the person that you're most familiar with and you've got a little bit of history and a little bit of knowledge about what's going on and what they're capable of. But Bohachuk's, I suppose, shown us all that he's up to the task at 154.
That's why I say like he's like the dark horse, you know? Like nobody really he's been on, but nobody's really watching him, and he's doing damage. But I feel the same way. Like you kind of want to go with who you're familiar with, the guy that's been promoted the most, and the guy that was touted to be that special talent at 147. You know what I mean? And you really want to root for the guy because now he's at a healthy weight. At least it seems like he's at a healthy weight, right? And now that he can really get a chance to showcase those skills. But this is a tough fight, and Vergil can counter, but that's not his game. You get what I mean? I think a guy that would beat Bohachuk, not beat him, but give Bohachuk head would be a straight counter puncher. You get what I mean? Because Bohachuk is gonna come forward regardless. Bohachuk is gonna swing regardless if you swing or not, or whatever the case may be. He's good at mixing it up, going downstairs, upstairs. That would be the problem he would have in the future is a pure counter puncher, but that's not this. And I have a feeling that like Vergil wants to make that mark. You know what I mean? Vergil knows what's at stake. Turkey is mentioned his name. He wants that big money fight. He wants that money. So he has to make a splash though to make people want it. And I'm just not I'm not saying he can't win. All I'm saying is I don't know if he's gonna get to make that type of splash. I can see this going 12 straight rounds, bro. Of pure hell. You know what I mean? Like, or until somebody gets stopped. Like
G Fish, how you going?
yeah, man. I can it's so tough to decide in this.
But isn't that good in a way? Isn't that exciting?
Yeah.
You know, rather than just have, you know, someone just completely overmatched and you just feel like it's going to be a wash.
Yeah, and
I mean, really, that's what Virgil's last two fights were overweight welterweights.
right.
They came from what 147
Mm-hmm.
the last two fights, and they just got blasted out of there. So, look, if you see a war over 12 rounds, regardless who ends up winning it, aren't you happy as a fan? You got your, well, I was going to say you get your money's worth, but you don't have to pay for this one.
Mm-hmm. And like you say, it's good. It's refreshing to just be able to be, what's the word? A different word for not knowing. You know what I'm saying? Like
intrigued.
Yeah, intrigued like hell. Like you know what I mean? Like this is the one. I'm like I'm gonna be here on time for this. I think Vergil, being young, I hope they can keep his mind in check. You know what I'm saying? But him being young, I have a feeling that he gonna come out trying to make a point. He gonna bring it to Bohachuk. He's gonna come out trying to get his respect.
I'm not so much worried about that in that even though Virgil's been relatively inactive, he still is experienced.
Right.
You know, he got plenty of experience at 147. Say what you want about who he ducked and who he should have fought and all those sorts of things. Too bad, so sad. That's in the past now.
Right.
But this isn't his first big fight under lights. So there will be an element of experience. But if he goes in there with a little bit of a personal grudge because of the things that have been said, maybe he gets too carried away. Like I said, I actually think a little bit of patience might be the best thing in this fight. Work out what each other are doing, feel each other's punch, and then adjust accordingly.
Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna tell you something. Another thing that's very, like the word you say, intriguing. Neither of these guys have. They both got good feet, right? But they don't have boxer's feet where they're gonna be on their toes and moving around. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be very. I'm telling you, it's gonna come down to who's gonna back up, who's gonna get smart and step away from the fire. And I think that's what Vergil should do. He should pick it, be very selective with his punches, and let Bohachuk tire himself out. You know, Virgil's not known to have power in both hands. You know what I mean? But he's known to have good accuracy. You know what I mean? Good punch placement.
Do you what's your thoughts on whether either one of them have a higher motivation? Because what's this for? Is this for the WBA interim?
Yeah,
Right. So who's got the WBA at the moment? Bud.
but and that's the goal to get to. That's who De La Hoya definitely said. He said he wanted to make a. Hopefully, he can make a fight at the end of this year with Tim. By the end of this year with Tim Zoo, and then take him to Bud next year, early 2025. So that's the
Well, he
landscape
probably
that he laid
deserves.
out. You know.
Let me tell you, if Vergil wins this and then beats Tim, he deserves a chance for the full belt and a crack at Bud. I
Yeah.
mean, you talk about the intrigue. There's
Mark
so
Wynn
many
said. Mark.
matchups in 154 that are intriguing because you can't put your house on who's going to win.
Right. Right. And this is what I like. This is what I like. It's not all about the stars and the select few. I believe all them supposed to get their shot. And this is one of those fights that could set that precedent. You know what I mean?
WBC.
Yeah,
interim.
I was just reading that. WBC.
So that would mandate them for the winner of Fondora and Spence.
Yeah. Yeah, but they don't have to take that route though. They can still hold it and fight Bud. Bud will fight any of them. But and plus, Bud would love to take that because that will force his way in. You know what I mean? So either way, the way I see it, this is the type of boxing I love. This is why, like right now, I'm watching Ayala versus Apollonero, and these are the fights people don't watch, but these be the best fights because you don't know them, and they're there to put on a show because they're trying to prove themselves, right? This is where I feel like we know Ortiz, but Ortiz is back at square one where, okay, I got to show the world what I'm made of. So that's why I really predict a good fight. I really think he go step to Bohachuk, but I just don't know. He has I hope he does what you say, DJ. I hope he's smart. I hope he takes him in deep water. You know what I mean? Use his patience. You know, not in the sense of Madrimov, but in the sense of a Madrimov. People hated that he did that, but that was extremely smart. You know what I mean? I've been telling people, what if Madrimov would have went to his old self in the last 11th and 12th round? That would have threw Bud completely off. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and
but
he might have pulled it out. He might would have pulled it out.
But even as a casual, right, I understand that Madrimov might not have been able to do that because Bud wouldn't have let him. So you can only fight a style that the other bloke lets you fight. And perhaps that's why Bohachuk and Vergil haven't needed to show their footwork because they've always been on the front foot dominating. They haven't had to be elusive and evasive.
Yeah, but sometimes you could lull a fighter to sleep. If you fight, think about it. If I fought you the same way for 10 rounds, sometimes, and Bud is known for that. That's how he got almost dropped by Kyle Velasquez. You know what I mean? And I'm thinking I'm doing that good where I done shut your game down, took your jab, and I did this. And all of a sudden I switch up on you. That kind of throw you off. And it's kind of appealing to the judge if he started pressing. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying he would have won. I'm not saying Bud wouldn't have caught on. I'm just saying he would have had a better shot. You know what I mean? Because somebody had to tell him it was close in his corner. You know what I mean? But
yeah.
So I would have took that chance. But if Vergil, one thing about Vergil, he's good with them body shots. And from him, that's my bread and butter. Bohachuk is what? Maybe an inch or two taller than him? Taller?
Maybe just. They both actually looked pretty lean. I mean, Vergil made weight. And while I say that, maybe you want to touch on Hood Champion's comment there. Because I'm not sure exactly that I agree with looking the same since moving at 154.
If Ortiz looks good, then we have to question what he did to prepare for this fight. Ortiz hasn't looked the same since moving to 154, a weight he didn't make in his 2 fights there. Yeah, he wasn't pressured, but Hood Champion, you got to think, he wasn't pressured to make those. Those were showcase fights, so to speak, right? You can go early in Tank's career, where he was way heavier than the fighter. You know what I mean? That they were fighting. That's why I try to tell everybody, like, go online early in the morning, maybe around 10:30 American time, like Central Time. Average it out. It'll be all online. They're real weights. You know what I mean? And if it's a showcase fight, you ain't gonna find the weight. They're gonna lie on the what you call it, the weigh-in. Everybody gets to see. It's a word for ceremonial weigh-in. You know what I mean? Hood champion. I see you trying to come in, but it says your camera not working or something. It says device not connected. So try going out and come back in. If you're using your phone, you could download the StreamYards app and it'll let you in. But so those are showcase fights. You know, there we go. We got new person coming to the stage, man. Salute this man taking the stage. Hood champion, what's good, baby? Oh shoot, hold on. There we go. How you doing, brother?
I'm good. What's going on?
Oh snap! I know you, bro. Let me stop playing. I know you. What's good, bro?
I've dropped into your channel a couple of times myself.
Yeah, I know you. What's happening, baby?
I'm good, man. You know, I don't really come to people's lives. That ain't my thing. But
hey, I appreciate it, bro.
I saw you. I think. Let me fix my camera. I saw you like the other day, last week, and I was like, okay, because I can't take all the disrespect and cussing. I can't handle that.
Okay, I got you.
But with you in particular, I said I could come out here and talk to you.
Right.
Since we're talking about, let me bring my thing. Y'all talking about Ortiz, man.
Okay, lay it on us, fam. Lay it on us. What's your take on it?
This is how I see it. I feel the Ortiz at 147, who fought Kavaliauskas, the guy who fought Maurice Hooker. I even said in the video, people ate me alive. I said, ain't nobody beating that guy. But I'm gonna be honest. Once he had the episodes with Rabdo, and then the back and forth with Blair Cobb, because Blair Cobb said something. He's like, he was on steroids. Now, this is the thing. Blair Cobb is very close to the situation. So he would have an idea if there's some stuff going on. Now, only the fly on the wall knows. But when he said that, I said, okay, let me see what Blair Cobb talking about. So, like I do, I got on the internet, started researching Rabdo. A little more than what I had did before. I said, are there any
I know about it.
Of steroids? Rabdo, and then I found out that Rabdo is one of many side effects of steroids.
Yeah, it could trigger. It could trigger. Definitely could trigger.
Yeah, I said, damn, Blair Cobb was onto something. So then I sat back and said, let me see how this plays out. All of a sudden, what De La Hoya do to Blair Cobb? No Vaseline. Got him up out of there, didn't he?
Yeah.
He didn't get it. That man had a big win off of Maurice Hooker. He got him out of there. I said, okay, De La Hoya, he's being spiteful towards his own fighter. And all Blair Cobb did was win big and say something about how he wanted to fight Vergil Ortiz and he's on steroids. And after that, they railroaded him.
Right. But that's how he is, though. That's how De La Hoya is, bro. I
know.
I started it off with. Yeah.
I know. I just came back from shopping, so I've been here by like 2 minutes.
Oh, okay.
But the thing is this. Vergil Ortiz disappeared. He came back to 154, and he had the 2 fights at 154. He never made the weight. But I know they weren't going to force him to try to make those weights because I think there's a little bit more going on with him and cutting weight. I think there's still some concerns about him and his health. Now, he's with Robert Garcia, and I'm going to tell you this. Robert Garcia is a miracle worker. That man get his hands on anybody, he's going to make him to a better fighter. You look at the 2 biggest upsets to some people in like the last 10 years is Maidana Broner and then Valenzuela and Pitbull. Okay.
Was it Valenzuela and Pitbull? Or was it Giovanni?
No, I'm talking
Giovanni
about
was upset too.
Yeah. I'm just saying what some people are saying because there's been many with Robert Garcia in the corner. But the 2 biggest that I hear people talking about, we all know Maidana and Broner. That shocked a lot of people. And then this weekend with Pitbull Cruz and Valenzuela. So I know with Robert Garcia in your corner, he's going to make people better. The Robert Garcia Boxing Academy does amazing things for fighters. But all I'm saying is this. When you look at those 2 fights at 154, Vergil Ortiz, he did not look like the Vergil Ortiz of old. And those 2 fights, 2 total rounds with 2 knockouts, to me, are laughable. Now we're gonna see what happens this weekend because that's when the real deal starts.
Yeah,
me,
bro.
If you're gonna be Al Capone, you better be ready to go all the way because you didn't want to shake Bohachuk's hand. I said, okay. Look what happened to Pitbull Cruz.
I gotta ask you a question though.
Yeah, go ahead.
You know who with Bohachuk though? Who over there with them now, right? Who been with them? Who been sparring over there with them and all that, right?
I know Vergil Ortiz says spar Bohachuk a whole lot.
No. The guy that you named.
Blair Cobb?
Blair Cobb's be in this corner. Yeah.
Lord have mercy.
I'm saying the rabbit hole get deep. Blair Cobbs is in this, be over there in this corner, bro. Go look at his past fights and look right over there, right there on the apron.
I didn't know Blair Cobb is hooked up with Bohachuk.
Yeah.
I just know he got Manny Robles, who's an amazing trainer.
Yep.
And Blair Cobb, I didn't see him working with Manny Robles in his fight against Adrian Broner. So I'm not surprised.
I'm not saying they working. I'm saying they friends, they partners. He over there. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know Blair Cobb cool with a lot of people.
Yeah.
But I am not surprised that he's over there and probably on a secret squirrel mission. You know, I'm not surprised that they're paying him them Kinahan consultation fees. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But all I'm saying is if he shows up in that ring this weekend, it looks like the Vergil Ortiz who fought Cavalli-Oscar, Maurice Hooker, and was destroying cats at 147. I'm gonna have to ask, what did he do? What is it he did during his preparations to turn back the clock? Because he has not looked a tenth of the monster that he was at 147.
Right. Here's my thing that Rabdo is a big deal because I do, it was already talks before that he was taking stuff to lose weight. And once you lose too much weight, that triggers it well. In this series, you can go to kidney failure and all sorts of stuff, Yeah. And so my thing was when he came back, I wanted to know how he's going to feel about at 154. And then, like you said, he wasn't pressured to make 154. So this time now he's at what would he weigh in 153?
153.8
yeah,
or something.
153. So now I'm like, okay, let's see. Is your tank gonna last? Is you gonna get tired? Because when I watched the press conference, he had them shades on. He looked drained, sitting there just looking like ET, just like this. He didn't want to move.
Agitated, angry.
He didn't want to move. He was like, man, this ain't it. You know what I mean? So I am eager to see how he's gonna move, especially with a puncher like Bohachuk. Bohachuk is here. This is his home. You walking in his house. You know what I mean? So and my question is like, what do you think Vergil's strategy is gonna be? Is it gonna be I'm gonna stand there and fight this man, or are we gonna actually see if Vergil got some feet? What other plan is there besides to go at a Bohachuk, other than go at a Bohachuk?
Yeah, I think he's gonna be all gas, no brakes. Vergil Ortiz can't fight no other way. I'm not saying he can't box, but you never seen him in the ring floating like a butterfly sting.
Right. I take step back. I create a little bit of space when you get close, but he's your traditional like brawler / boxer, right? For real. He coming at you. And he got good accuracy to the body. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, he was a body snatcher, but he dealing with a guy that got, like I said, dude, it's crazy because Bohachuk, if you look at Bohachuk looked like he a southpaw fighting orthodox, bro. Because this dude knocking people out with his left hook, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And that right hand be going to the body. He's deadly with it. So, and he can take a punch. The only thing I got about Bohachuk, he keep his head on line so much. It's crazy. But he's throwing so many punches, it almost don't matter because you ain't going to be able to get to it. Yeah,
I think Bohachuk is that he's that what was I calling him? I did a couple of videos about him. But he's that dark horse in the division at 154. With his height, with his reach, being Ukrainian, that they have that weird style, man. Those long arms. I just think Vergil Ortiz is trying to pick it up. What is it, round 62? Because basically they sparred like 60, 61 rounds. Saying basically this is just a 60-second round. We're going to pick up where we left off. I think he's going to be surprised to see that fighting Bohachuk isn't like the sparring sessions. And I think there's a good lesson to be learned because you look at David Benavidez. Anytime you talk to David Benavidez, he sparred everybody. But what did he say? Oh, I whipped so-and-so's ass. I whipped so-and-so's ass. He got there with Gvozdyk. I thought he was going to destroy him. Going off what David Benavidez said, let me tell you, another round, 2 rounds, David Benavidez would have been knocked out.
Man, he was throwing everything at that man with the kitchen sink. I ain't never seen a big man do gazelle punches, bro. He did like 7 of them, and that man did not budge. I
Yeah,
said he might be too small for them, man. And he
yeah, and
gonna mess around and get walked over.
that's exactly what I think happened with Benavidez. You got to give him praise for being able to push back the big man the first 8 or 9 rounds. But what you realize is he looked much smaller than him. But when you see him at 168, he's the colossal figure in there. That's not the case. And I think with Vergil Ortiz at 147, I don't know what happened in the sparring session. I just think when he gets in there, seeing that I just think he's struggling with that weight cut, man. And I just don't think after 2-3 rounds he's going to be able to keep up with the work rate of Bohachuk. I just don't think so.
Remember what De La Hoya had said though when he came up missing and stuff, and he was like, "Yeah, we may try him. He may hit 160. You may never know. He may come back 160." And then he popped up at 154. He's trying to see what De La Hoya trying to do. He seen the time shifting. Everybody 147 finna go to 154. Now that's might become the glam division. Let's put you there for a little while. But he may, like I say, that rhabdo is something else. And if he got to take, like you say, the steroids to lose weight, but I don't want to take nothing from Robert because, hey, dude cold, bro. Dude cold. Hell of a trainer. Robert, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hell of a trainer, bro. He can put you on a plan. Maybe he got him disciplined on whatnot. I don't know. But I just know when I saw him sitting in that chair, man, he looked like he was hurting.
Yeah, he is. The one thing about Robert Garcia is the quality sparring he gets for his fighters, man.
Right.
It's top notch. But I'm just saying, man, when I watch De La Hoya and how they strategically plan to have Ortiz there, they're looking for a quick opportunity for him to try to pick up a belt. And I just think the plans are going to backfire. For Vergil Ortiz, I just think it's an uphill battle, man. And when I look at, even if he beats Bohachuk, which I just don't think he beats him. But if he beats him, I mean, what's next for him? You know what I mean? They could try to unify the division. Who's he going to fight? Crawford?
Well, what he was saying, like I said, messing with De La Hoya, you got to take everything with a grain of salt. He said he wanted to fight. Hopefully, he can get him with Zoo by the end of the year. Then, if he wins, put him in there with Crawford beginning of next year.
I'm gonna keep saying this. I'm a foot stomp it again. Now, this is my opinion. Now, I like Tim Zoo. Aussie. Oi. They better leave that Australian alone. Leave him alone before he kill one of them. You know what I'm saying? They better leave that Australian alone.
There you go, DJ.
He had damn near tore the nose off of Fundora's face before Fundora hit him with that elbow on top of the head and had his blood and everything water falling into his eyeballs, because if it wasn't for that hole in his head, Fundora would have been out of there.
Everybody said that's why I said he had flattened his nose. It was a wrap.
Yeah, it was over.
A wrap.
But I just think with Ortiz, look, it ain't 147. He hasn't proved himself at 154. I just don't see myself putting my eggs in all in one basket when it comes to the guy doing anything at 154. I don't think he gets through. I personally don't think he gets through Bohachuk, and I don't think Earl Spence gets through Fundora. You know what I'm saying?
That's how I feel about that. But oh my God, bro! If Earl, I just don't see any. I think he's just trying to cash Earl out for real. That's what I really think. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see. You know what I'm saying? I think all of them finna get cashed out over there on PBC. It's time to retire them. Give them a big payday and get sit down. You know what I mean?
I think Earl should retire, man. But just looking at 154, man, Madrimov, I think he clips everybody. The Crawford win is going to age well. Murtaz Aliyev is going to fight Tim Zoo. Tim Zoo will beat him. Vergil Ortiz will lose. And then you just got to take a look at what else is out there, man. They did Josh Kelly dirty. He was mandatory for the thing, the WBO. He just totally disappeared. Yep. That just lets you know the secret society is in full effect, man. And I'll be talking about that on my channel and shit. Yeah. And then
Josh has got a planned fight. That's why his name wasn't in the mix with Tim Zoo for the Eliminator. I'm pretty sure that Josh Kelly's got something lined up in the not too distant future. But you're going to make me go down the rabbit burrow in this 154 hood. I just wanted to give you an opportunity to get your feet wet up here on the panel. Welcome to the channel. You explained a whole heap of concerns that you had that we've all been talking about, but you just explained it a different way about Vergil. Just before you joined, I'm not sure if you heard, Vergil since the 6th of August 2022 Vergil has spent a little bit over 5 minutes in the ring. 5 minutes in the ring for pretty much 2 calendar years.
Mm-hmm.
So we're asking the same questions, right? Where's his fitness? What's he going to be like if someone's going to take him into round 9, round 10, round 11, round 12? Now, I agree with you. The Bohachuk's just proved that he can go 12 rounds. He did that with Mendoza. Think what you want of Mendoza, but he's a reasonable test. We now know he's not the elite of 154, but Bohachuk did a bigger job on him than what Tim Tszyu did. Now, there could be all sorts of reasons for that. I went on and said, look, me personally, I would like Vergil to win, but I have just as many doubts as you do, although I don't subscribe to conspiracy theories around drugs and illness. Unless I'm there and I've got the facts, I just don't buy into it personally. Not we, I won't speak on behalf of Slick. I believe that PBC are slowly, progressively clearing their stocks of 154. I think that some of these fights are aged fighters that are looking for a final payout. If you talk to Slick, he might have some inside information about what may or may not happen with the Fondora and Spence fight after it, and who's next. But regardless of what's happening there, I suspect that they're going to keep that belt, that WBC belt, keep away from Bud. That'll be if Bud wants to unify or try to unify, I think that the WBC will be the last one that he gets a crack at.
Yeah,
just the
man.
history of Bud and the PBC. That's all I'm going off. But then you got Turkey Al-Sheikh, pay enough money, you can make the fights happen. So you're picking, if you've got to put your money on something, Hood, what I think I'm hearing from you, and correct me if I'm wrong, is if you've got $10 that you can spare, you'd put it on Bohachuk to beat Vergil. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, 100%.
Damn,
that's
Vergil.
fair.
Did you hear me?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that's huge, bro. Like I say, it's an uphill battle for Vergil, man. He got to show something. I just don't know how he gonna come to Bohachuk. Because one thing I know, Bohachuk definitely gonna come to him. Bohachuk don't sit back and wait. You know, is he gonna shock us with some feet? You know what I'm saying, or something? Or is he gonna go straight back to them ropes and get wailed on? Or is he gonna stand there and fight the man? Because that's what it's gonna. That's why I see it turning into a fight.
This is really how I see it. Bohachuk versus Ortiz is I'm gonna say like a bootleg version of Crawford versus Spence. The guy with the longer arms, the looking to box you, possibly counterpunch, and with a higher volume of punches. In Bohachuk, Crawford's volume can be high if he wants, but he's a slick boxer counterpuncher, right? Then you got Earl Spence coming full steam ahead, and you got Vergil Ortiz coming full steam ahead. And I just think Vergil Ortiz is going to give Bohachuk opportunities to touch him up. I think Bohachuk is skilled enough to get past the first 3-4 rounds. When Vergil Ortiz, should be strong. And then I think after that, Vergil Ortiz develops low energy, and you just see the concern on De La Hoya's face grow, and his face becomes small, and Bohachuk's confidence grows huge, and then he stops Vergil Ortiz, I think, by round 10 or 11. And I just think the fatigue is going to set in, and Robert Garcia will jump in and be a mercy stoppage because he don't want to see the guy who he's been working with since he was off and on since he was a kid get destroyed by the Ukraine. And that's just how I see it playing out. Unless they found the fountain of whatever, and you've been sipping on it during training camp. That's all I'm saying, man. Just doesn't make sense to me.
Hood, I picked what tipped me against Cruz and Pitbull and El Rayo last weekend is I got on here and I said to the guys that Robert Garcia's gym, there's something in the water at the moment. They're in a bit of a purple patch, like with them, and then El Rayo came out and those sorts of things. So there's something working in there that can change in one fight, obviously. But when you said that Robert Garcia works magic with people. I agree. Unfortunately, he just couldn't help AJ at the time, could he?
AJ's stubborn.
Well, it's a big head. You've got to actually just use a big sledgehammer to get a new idea into it.
Yeah, that's the other thing. When you bring up AJ, I just think when you have these fighters who are used to doing things a certain way, then they pick up a new trainer, and a few months later they go into a big fight. I think they're caught in between of doing what comes instinctively and trying to execute the game plan. Because the game plan may be one thing, but if you have most of your career done things a certain way, when the real deal starts, you go back to what you know. And also, AJ didn't have the confidence that he has now, because you saw when he didn't let his hands go, he had success. He was hurting Usyk, but he was so worried about getting hit and getting caught and getting hurt that he was afraid and real apprehensive about letting his hands go. But you see him now. I think if he fought Usyk now, I think although Usyk got banged around by Tyson Fury pretty good, I just think Joshua tranquilizes Usyk if they fought again. That's just me.
I've always said that AJ was mental. He's a head case.
Yes, exactly.
His gas tank, and he a head case. He worries too much instead of just letting his hands go. You know what I mean? That's how Andy got him. You know what I mean? Yeah. He gave up on that stool. He was like, man, I'm good, bro. Like, I ain't got to deal with this. And that's where his head be at instead of just being straightforward and this is the task. Like I say, but a lot of fighters, like I say, you can put them in there with a good trainer, but as soon as they get popped, they going right back. Like, arguably the third fight between Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. He came out. He was stabbing Tyson Fury to the gut. That was a game plan, and it was working. As soon as Tyson Fury landed something, he went right back to the old shit. Yep. You see that happen a lot, man. Sometimes it's just too late to change trainers.
It's a real good example of a fighter doing what comes to him naturally, even though there's a solid game plan put together by the coach with Buddy McGurk and Arturo Gatti when he went Mickey Ward. They had him a box puncher as soon as the leather started.
He went ham.
Arturo Gatti went balls to the wall, man.
He went ham.
Yeah. That went out the window, man.
Yep.
And it turned into a great fight, and he was getting caught. And it's just hilarious because when we talk about it, I think about that. I think about those fights, man. I'm like, shit, Arturo Gatti didn't give a goddamn.
No, as soon as he got touched, it was in his face. He was like, oh, this where we at, bro? Like,
he was fighting.
Oh, this what we doing? Yeah, 100%, bro. 100%, man. Like I said, and I enjoyed this mystery we have upon us, bro. Like, these are the fights that me and my boy DJ was just talking. Like, these are the fights I like, where I can't pick nobody, bro. Where I can really sit there and I can think what I think, but it's still unsure. You know what I'm saying? Because what if, like say, Vergil come out? And I'm pretty sure a lot of people is thinking this way, bro. But and that's what's gonna make it more crazy if he wins, and it's gonna be instant demand for him in turns, or it's just gonna boost him so high if he beat this guy. What sucks is, unfortunate, if Bohachuk wins, he's one of them guys that's been everywhere and doing his job, and just doesn't. He's not gonna get the recognition that he deserves. He's gonna look at like everybody, like, who is he? Who is that? Who is you know what I mean?
They're treating him like they treated Madrimov, and even after the performance against Crawford, they still want to call Madrimov a tomato can. But I tell you what,
nah, he gonna be deadly. He gonna be deadly.
Madrimov is a problem. But
he gonna be deadly.
Bohachuk will create problems for Crawford.
Yeah, you think so?
Lanky.
I'm lanky, but it's just the thing. I think, that's what was missing. I just made a video. I ain't put it out yet, but this is why I had a conversation with my homeboy, and I was trying to tell him, man, it's hard that style that Terrence have. That he's a pure boxer, bro. So like, if you're not willing to give him nothing that he can counter off of, it's gonna be a boring fight. Because now I gotta shift everything to just a jab and just take something away from you. The younger fighters, instead of holding that in, they tell you, Devin Haney, I'm going to get in there, box, and I'm going to take your best weapon away from you. That ain't nothing to be talking about. What you going to do after you take it away from somebody? You know what I'm saying? You had Mayweather and so forth, pure counterpuncher, you know what I'm saying? But was willing to take more chances, you know what I mean? Those sorts of things. So I think, I can't say who will win, but I would say it'll be a more exciting fight than the Madrimov fight, because Bohachuk gonna take those chances.
Yeah, Bohachuk will fight you.
He's gonna take them chance. He's gonna catch some leather, but Bud gonna be on his bicycle in there though. That's a fact.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Crawford gonna set traps and walk him into something.
Yeah.
So, but since you're talking about that, I think that Crawford Bohachuk matchup. Now Bohachuk ain't nowhere near as fast as this guy I'm about to mention. I think it can have some elements of how if Mayweather would have fought Amir Khan. Tall guy, long arms, can touch you. And I think you can see Mayweather just that. I think if Mayweather would have fought Khan, his mind would have had to been going, okay, I got to find a way to nullify his speed, timing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Crawford would have to, okay, I'm jabbing, but I'm getting hit with a jab too because this guy's reach is about the same as mine. And It's an educated jab. And I think Crawford would have to rely a lot on timing. The one thing about Crawford that I've already figured out, right? It seems like nobody else figures it out, or they just can't deal with it. They don't know how to overcome it. Crawford throws that straight left, steps up to the right, and comes back with that right hook. That's his bread and butter, man. His jab, of course, but when it comes to power shots, it's that straight left and then stepping up to the right and coming over with that right hook. I said, man, he kills everybody with that.
Yeah.
If any of these boxers are watching this live right now, you're welcome. Because I just gave you the Crawford.
Hey, salute to Hood Boxer. He look for ticks too. I call them ticks on my channel. Every boxer has a tick, bro. I swear to God, and you said it. I said something. You come right between that, wow, you gonna catch him, bro. And also he drops his hands. You throw a feint, and he finna react. He drops it. You know what I mean? That's one of my things. I try to find everybody tick out. You know what I mean? And it's like plain to see or whatever. It's refreshing to hear another person that looks for that. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just watching.
When other stuff ain't working the way he wants it to work, it may be effective, but it's not highly effective. He'll go to that. You watch. You watch what he did. That's what started giving Marjamov the jab all night. It was those combinations. Yeah. And then when he really started stepping to him, that's where he hurt him. That's where he hurt him. Uppercuts too, but it was really that straight left and that right hook. That's what was killing Spence. That's what gets everybody.
And other people, because people don't understand, like, if when he turns southpaw, that's the right hand, his brick hand.
Yeah.
That's why I tell him I told everybody when he fought Earl, I said, y'all know he coming out southpaw, right? It only makes sense to come out southpaw. He finna knock the shot out this dude. He gonna that double jab and be null and void that Earl starts everything off with. Double jab overhead, double jab go downstairs, double jab leaning with his head. He finna catch everything. So it's good that you're the first person from other channels that I had on here that really look for ticks and things like that, where everybody could be beat, bro. Everybody could be beat. You just gotta watch him. And then, like you say, Amir Khan or whatever. I give you another great reference. It only happened one time in the match, and dude dummy blew it. Was Ortiz. He hit Mayweather with that 1-2. Boy, that shit came so fast, and Mayweather ran straight to the ropes and was gone.
Hey, let me tell you. He had Mayweather hurt.
Yeah, because it came too fast. He didn't understand it.
Yeah, he caused himself to lose that fight with the headbutt. He had Mayweather hurt.
Yeah,
and you can see Mayweather wasn't comfortable. He was getting hit, and I said, "Oh, he hurt him." Mayweather, when you see Mayweather going back like that,
right, and straying back with his hands out, like, whoa, what is this, bro? Yeah, so
he
like that.
He got carried away and headbutt him, and then Floyd did the smart thing. It's like, I'm going to get him out.
Get his ass out of here.
This young boy putting the beans on me.
So, he said, hell no. Yep, but that was Mayweather's kryptonite. Finding somebody who got just as much speed as him, especially when you start getting stationary. You know what I mean, and whatnot. Yep. He don't know how to deal with it. He don't know how to react to it. You only can lean back so far. You know what I mean? But that's definitely right on that. You dead right on that. But get back to this Victor Ortiz fight.
Victor.
This gonna steal the show. If they mad about Bud and Madrimov, this one definitely gonna steal the show. It's quiet all that down.
Vergil Ortiz is gonna fight. Bohachuk's gonna fight, and it's not the IQs aren't as high. They're smart fighters, but it ain't gonna be that high speed chess match like what you saw Crawford and Madrimov. You realize Crawford and Madrimov, they never stopped moving from the first second of the first bell to the last second of the last. They never stopped moving. Up and down, in and out, especially Madrimov. They never stopped moving. I said, man, that's crazy to have that kind of conditioning. I said, damn, Crawford gonna get winded. And I was why I said he didn't get winded. I said,
Nah.
Crawford special.
Yeah, Crawford good for his gas tank. He's good.
Yeah.
He just have like little amateur mistakes. Sometimes. Like say he'll drop his hand sometime. You know, he'll get lackadaisical where like he'll lull himself to sleep because he's doing so good, like marveling at his work, and then he get caught. That's when you usually see him ride that punch and lick his tongue out because he's so he has these little quirks or whatever. But overall, he's definitely a master boxer. That's one thing, and it's not just him. It's his whole team, bro. Like it's his whole team, bro. Like they got a fighter, and he really listens. You know what I'm saying?
But the one thing about Crawford that really impressed me in this fight in particular is to see him with his breathing and staying behind his jab. Mm-hmm. Because I don't know if you've ever boxed before, man. But I boxed before, like a lot of people who have these channels. But some people, if they never box, they can't. Or even spar, they can't understand it. When you got somebody in there, man, that's just nonstop fainting up and down, in and out, and cutting the ring off, man. That stresses you out, man.
No, it stresses you out, and what a lot of people don't know, that forces your body to jerk, bro, because you don't know.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? I'm telling you. I be trying to explain to people like the importance of a jab, bro. That shit, that jab hitting you in the forehead. That shit put your forehead. That shit hurt, bro.
Crawford just calm, breathing, and just sticking that jab out. And that's why Crawford didn't fatigue, because he's already in shape, as he was able to control his breathing and be calm.
Right.
Magomedov was there looking like me, myself, and Irene, Jim Carrey with all the herky-jerky movements, man. Crawford just kept cool. But I've been on here for a minute. I'm going to jump up, but I just want to say this. Crawford and Canelo, let me tell you the way for Crawford to get that fight, because we know Canelo taking it to the stupid, talking about, I want 150 million for Crawford.
Oh, yeah.
200-something million for Benavidez. We know that ain't going to happen. But if Crawford want that fight, one way to do it, because at 154, this is my thing. What's Crawford's motivation to get back in the ring?
Right.
Everything with him has been leading up towards Canelo. That seems to be, dead.
That is his motivation. He said
so
it yesterday.
All right, outside of Canelo, what's his motivation? Maybe Jermell Charlo. It ain't Boots. It ain't nobody else at 154. So I'm like, okay, Adam Canuli called out Bud. I'm like, okay, that's 2 belts right there. But Adam Canuli is a monster.
Yeah, Janabek a monster.
Yeah,
hey,
so
but he hurting himself. He hurting himself on the scale too, though, man.
Yeah, he out there. Yeah, he out there hyperventilating and stuff.
Yeah.
But I think Crawford should go up to 168 and fight William Skull. Pick up that IBF strap, and then there you go. Go ahead and fight William Skull.
Force it. Before they mandate it, because they finna make William Skull finna fight for that belt. I forgot. But if he go up, he gonna get first crack.
Yep.
He can intervene. He can intervene and get first crack.
I just want to ask. The only reason that Crawford, and this is the hood, the only reason that Crawford would entertain 168 is for a super fight against Canelo and the bag that comes with it. Is there any real need for him to even consider 160 or 168 without that size of bag, considering what paydays, particularly with Turkey behind him, are in front of him, Mel Charlo, any of the other 154ers, maybe even Boots in 12 months, depending on how Boots moves. What would be the attraction for him to go to 168 if it's not Canelo? For me, there's not an attraction there.
Yeah, well, like I was saying, I'm talking about Crawford and his motivation to get back in the ring.
Right.
Ain't nothing at 154 from listening to Crawford to really motivate that guy. And if you listen to him after he fought Earl Spence, his thing was the rematch. That fell apart, and he's like, look, I'm not worried too much about really trying to further his legacy. It's about the biggest fights, the biggest money. And it was like, okay, Canelo. Now that's dead. So it's like, all right. If he's not motivated at 154 and not 160, if he really wants a Canelo fight, well, do you know what? Because there's still a lot of people who feel Crawford shouldn't fight Canelo. Canelo's too big. Well, go up and clip William Skull. He has like 21, 22 wins and 9 KOs. He can't break an egg. Go out there, tranquilize William Skull, and then now a lot of the naysayers, I think you'll have about an 80% success rate as far as changing people's opinions. And then now we got some momentum. And then Turkey Al-Sheikh and Canelo, because Canelo didn't say no. What he said was, I'm focused on Berlanga. But Canelo didn't like when Turkey Al-Sheikh said, if Canelo's smart, he will like talk to me or take my offer or something like that. And Canelo don't like nobody trying to boss him around. And at the same time, Canelo, he knows he's the cash cow, but I think that's gone to his head a little bit. Payday. Everybody wants to fight me for a payday. But I tell you what, the real deal's about to start because Canelo with that 3-fight deal with PBC is over.
Payday.
Yeah, that 3-fight deal with PBC is about to be over with the Berlanga fight. And I just don't think Canelo's pay-per-view numbers haven't been that great. So when you look at those huge 3-fight deals he was doing with Matchroom and with PBC, I think he's going to look to renegotiate something with somebody. He ain't going to get that money.
It is. See, the thing is here, like everybody think it's over. It's not over, bro. It was they had a spat a day before that. Turkey was talking this mess. Oh, I'm done. Canelo, he's not on my list. He named every fighter he wanted to work with, right? And then the very next day doing a press conference, he texted him and said, "Can we talk to you today in LA?" Canelo said, "No, not right now. I'm focusing on my fight." You know what I'm saying? And then this man goes to Twitter. I don't care if he respects me or not, blah, 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 blah. This ain't over, bro. Soon as this fight over with, man. Hey, when can we talk? Blah, blah, blah. You know that's how that's gonna go, man. I just hate that it be out in public like that. But like I say, the way that Turkey do business, it'll rub any man the wrong way. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you in Canelo's shoes, as much money Canelo got, and I ain't talking about American dollars, in his denomination. You get what I'm saying? I don't need you. I could leave boxing now. You know what I'm saying? But I just think Turkey need, like I say, you gotta woo the bitch first. You know what I'm saying? You can't just take it. You know what I mean? Like you can't just say this. What the fuck you gonna do? Like, excuse my language though, but like you get what I'm saying though. Like, but at the end of the day, that's how that's gonna happen. I think it's gonna happen. But you're absolutely right. See, where I'm from, we call that a gray cloud. Go out there, fight Williams, go take that belt. If he don't come back for his strap, everybody know why. Plain and simple. And if he never fights you, somebody in the barbershop one day, 20 years from now, say, Canelo was a cold fighter. It's going to be just like on Coming to America. He ain't fight Terrence Crawford.
Right.
That's always that will always be there. Always in history.
Yeah, there'll be Benavidez and Crawford. Yeah. Because he sure as hell don't want to fight Benavidez. But what I'll say is with Turkey on the sheet and the way he approaching these fighters, and promoters and everybody else, he understands that this is prize fighting. And he knows he got the prize, and he's able to give these guys more money than they ever made. And with Canelo, his motivation, it's monetarily driven, but he's all right. And just like Gervonta Davis, he's all right. But he ain't making no $100 million. But at the same time, the man just gave away $70 million out there in Mexico to help with, I don't know, with
you just took it out
or something.
Yeah,
I know $70 million he gave to something. So, and he's got all kind of investments and gas stations. And
he bought the sports station over there so they could show his fights for free.
Yeah.
So he can control it. And not only that, those days are monetary days for his country, bro. That's why he don't want to shift his days. When Turkey said, I want the fight to happen in February or May, January, February, he not budging off his days, bro. Those are huge days in this country that bring money and everything else. So, you know what I mean? You can't, it's certain things you can't take away from that guy. Nobody else is going to make him budge off that day. What makes you think he's going to budge on that day? You know, whatever, to fit your needs. So I just think it's going to take like say some talking and rubbing and hey, it is what it is. You know, he may not get the 150, but hey, we can get you this, you know what I'm saying? Or we can get you that, you know. Right, will that work? You know, you just gotta go back and forth. Cause the way I felt, that man said 150, and then when he was on Sway Universe, he even said he may take 100. But you didn't even give him time to counter offer it.
Right.
You just went off the handle as soon as he said, and then if you know boxing, he can't negotiate right now while he under contract anyways. That's poaching the fighter. You can't do that. Technically, he's a PBC fighter right now. You cannot. You can't do that. You know what I'm saying? So if he would have been like, yeah, okay, bet, I hollered you today, and they catch you and lunch with you, he just breached a contract.
Yeah, you got to be careful with all that, man. I
man. Hey, before you leave, my friend proposed this question to me today, bro, and it messed me up, bro. All right, it's Benavidez, all right? So he's a big Canelo fan. But in a way, I was like, you know what, you might be onto something. So remember Benavidez, when Benavidez was champ, he lost it for cocaine in 18, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And then he got it back, Andre Dirrell, 19, got the belt, and then lost it again for cocaine, right? What if he never lost that belt, though? Now, this the argument my friend poses to me. He's like, it ain't all Canelo's fault. It's his fault. If he wasn't, if he was disciplined and held that belt, Canelo had no choice but to fight him. What y'all say about that? So would that make, technically, can you still call? Now, my argument was, but Benavidez fought his way back to the top. You see what I'm saying? So how does that look to y'all? So in a way, it's like, damn, I won't call Canelo a duck, but my boy got a point though. Like if he just had that, if he was right, you know what I'm saying? He'd have been straight and would have got the fight. What's y'all comments on that?
I mean, Canelo at 160, he turned down an opportunity to become undisputed. I think it was Demetrius Andre he didn't want to fight or something.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, if he was putting duck sauce on the carne asada back then at 168 with David Benavidez, if it's like, okay, I got to fight you, become undisputed, and he didn't want to, he probably wouldn't have done it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But if he did say, all right, I ran out of duck sauce, I got to eat this carne asada the way it's being presented to me, then we would have got the fight. But I just know Canelo already, once he fought Mayweather and he was kind of, crowned as the new face of boxing, he just started doing what he wanted to do. It's because the secret society, the sanctioning bodies, the commission, the key decision makers behind the scene, they allow that guy to do it. They enable him, man. So I wouldn't be surprised if they would have figured out a way for Canelo to keep boxing and avoiding fighting him, or they would have forced David to fight somebody. I wouldn't have been surprised if they would have figured out a way for that belt to somehow make its way to Canelo. But if he would have fought David Benavidez, I just think, especially back then, I think Benavidez would have tranquilized him. Right now, I think Benavidez, this is the thing about Benavidez, man. I know I said I was going to get off here because I don't want to take it.
No, you good. No, you good.
Because I could talk boxing, right?
Right.
This is the thing about Benavidez. And people need to pay attention, right? This ain't hood champion talking. This is the facts.
Right.
David Benavidez, man, he, for some reason, wanted to hook up with Angel Mimo Heredia when he was about to fight Caleb Plant. Why you going to pick up Mimo Heredia? Out of everyone out there can help you with nutrition, help you with strength and conditioning, you pick up Heredia. We all know why. Because we know when Heredia works with fighters, for some reason, they turn into Superman, right?
Right.
I don't know how or what he does, but for some reason, he does a little bit better than everyone else. He gets there with Caleb Plant, tranquilizes him. Okay, boom. Heredia and I got a good thing going. His body changed. Never seen him look like that. Just like Juan Manuel Marquez and Pacquiao in that fourth fight. Never seen Marquez with striations. Most Mexicans don't look like that. It's in that fight, Demetrius Andre with Mimo Heredia. Damn near kills Demetrius Andre. Make Demetrius Andre quit. Now I know Demetrius Andre bubbled up a couple weight divisions.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think it was a way for him, though.
Yeah, but still, what I'm saying is, almost killed the man. Okay, cool. So now he goes up to fight this guy, Gavazdik. I'm like, okay, Benavidez is about to kill him too. Now he looks normal. His body didn't look all ripped. None of that. I said, damn, what happened here? I didn't see Mimo Heredia in no interviews. I didn't see him in a training camp. So he didn't work with him. Also, he looked normal now. So for him to come down to 168 and fight Canelo, I bet you if he doesn't fight Canelo, I think Canelo gets him. But if he fights Canelo without Angel Mimo Heredia, I think Canelo gets it. But if you see he all of a sudden brings Angel Heredia back on the team, Canelo should get out that fight immediately. That's all I'm saying, man.
What'd you say? Hey, give me that water I brung. Give me the water.
Yeah, the black buckle. The black buckle. Yeah. Give me the black buckle. Yeah, that man taking power ups like Super Mario brother getting ready to go fight Bowser and say Princess Peach.
Right.
I'm just being real, man. That's how I see it. But David Benavidez is solid. But I just think right now is the perfect time to fight David Benavidez. He's got to come back down and wait. His confidence isn't there. The man was damn near crying at the post-fight press conference. I saw his lip. I said, damn, he about to cry? Because he was embarrassed that he couldn't get the job done like he wanted.
Right.
I think Canelo should have fought him. But, Turkey Al-Sheikh didn't want David to fight him because he want Canelo. He want Crawford to fight Canelo. Yeah. That's why they pushed him towards Bernabeev and Bivol, who going to kill him.
Man, that's going to be some.
Yeah.
Ooh, my
He ain't gonna
God.
get up there and handle no damn.
That's gonna be
Bivol
crazy,
Bernavides.
bro. That's gonna be
So-
crazy, bro.
They're gonna
And-
end his career, man. They're about to end his career.
And that's the thing when people sit there and kill me because they be like, man, he gonna kill it, man. If it's Bivol, he gonna kill him. I said, okay, but you telling me Canelo gonna beat Benavidez though, and Canelo couldn't beat Bivol. So why y'all think that? Like y'all not making no sense to me right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, make it make sense, bro. This dude, mate, and it's just it's weird, bro. The way people look at boxing. But you right. But at the end of the day, man, I don't know what David gonna do. Me personally, I felt like he should have went back down. He should never gave that up.
He's in a bad position.
I would have kept on going for it. You know what I'm saying? Kept on pushing for that fight because now you in a space where it makes me feel like, yeah, you just going for the money.
Yeah,
That's
he's
it.
in no
You about
man's
to sell
land.
your O. You about to sell your O.
Yeah, he's become what I call a nowhereian. He ain't got nowhere to go. He's stuck.
No worry.
Yeah, he's a nowhereian. So he can't go and really mess with 175. He can't go back down to 168 because he even gave up the position he had. He just
Right.
in no man's land. And the sad thing about it is ain't nobody really looking out for him. You know, PBC is whatever's going on over there is going on over there. Turkey Al-Sheikh don't really care about him. They're just and Eddie Hearn and Turkey Al-Sheikh, like Berlanga got the Canelo fight, they don't care about Berlanga. Eddie Hearn don't care about him. He feed them to Canelo. He feed them to Canelo. So you can look and see who these guys really have a vested interest in.
Yeah.
And offered, somebody's looking out for him. Someone's looking out for Canelo. Someone's looking out for Gervonta Davis. Everyone else, they're just
Eddie like that money, bro. Eddie like that money. Eddie like that money. You see when Canelo stepped to him, he said, "Man, you been using my name all effing week." He said, "Well, I had to use it to sell the fight." He only said that just to be friends with him. You know, they want him on the zone next.
That's absolutely right. He want to try to bring him back over, but you watch. There's going to be trouble in paradise, because I just don't think Canelo's numbers are what they used to be. So when he comes back thinking Eddie Hearn's going to give him the red carpet treatment again, he may, but when you're walking on the red carpet, you may not get those grapes. You may not get that little glass of Chardonnay. You up shit creek, my man, because you haven't been producing. It's like Triple G. You got to understand, the zone just now came out the red. That Turkey Al-Sheikh and Saudi helped them. You know how much money they lost on Triple G, man? They lost a lot of money.
Yeah. I made a video that you can check out, man, because I ain't going to get too many because I didn't repeat it over and over, but I got an insider in Vegas, bro. PBC making some moves, bro. They finna hit Netflix. They finna take their boxes straight to Netflix, bro, next year. And the game plan is, well, I already put out, I don't know if you know, Shakur and Williams Zepeda is happening.
Yeah.
Shakur getting $5 million. And then the plan is for, I don't think it's going to work, though, but the plan is for Earl to fight Fedor and beat him. And then put Earl in the ring with Canelo. Because remember, that was the plan at first. Earl was supposed to beat Terrence, and then that was supposed to be their fight. You see what I'm saying? And that never happened. But they supposed to be trying to put that fight on Netflix, bro.
It's funny that you say that. I drafted a PowerPoint for my thumbnail that says Earl Spence is rising like the phoenix from the ashes to re-engage Canelo. It's funny that you said that, because I was like, I'm gonna do a video on that.
I got all the details in there, man. But yeah, you can check it out, and it's legit. It's fucking legit.
Yeah.
My insider hasn't failed me yet,
sense.
bro. Everything I get from him has panned out. I can't tell what status he at, but you get what I'm saying. But yeah, it panned out, bro. 100%.
I believe it. You know what I'm saying? It's like I say, man. If only the fly on the wall could talk, I could say things definitively. But when I hear stuff like that, it makes sense, because that was the plan all along.
Yeah, and then like that. That's why my guy, if you notice, I Tank talking to Cole. Yeah, I got a $200-some million deal, but he ain't telling you with who.
Yep.
He not telling you with who you got it with. You know what I'm saying? It might be Netflix, bro. They trying to break into boxing, but they being be selective. Like you see them, they got 5 NFL games. They did the tournament, what was that? The tennis tournament. They got Mike Tyson, Jake Paul. Yeah. So they trying to bring sports there, but they don't want all of it. You know what I mean? They just want the biggest things there. So man, Netflix trying to make moves, and that's huge. If you can get Tank Davis fights on Netflix, he still got his Amazon deal, so he'll have a spot. Remember, the thing we was talking about was when he went to Amazon. Okay, so we about to do all pay-per-views. What about your showcase fighters? You can't showcase nobody. You can't. How you just expect people to buy it? If he put his pay-per-views on Netflix, and then you still got Amazon, he in the game. You know what I mean? I think that's why he was kind of reluctant to bend the knee to Turkey. Yeah, bend the knee to Turkey. Like, I loan fighters out, and people don't understand that Al is always loan fighters out. You know what I'm saying? From Charles Martin, it's just that when he feel like he ain't gonna get too much up out of you, no more. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, that's huge, bro. Because it's supposed to be free. It's gonna be free. So imagine how much they're gonna pay. Netflix is gonna pay for that.
Oh yeah. You know, it's funny you said that. That, like me, I like to have dialogues on my channel. So there's no topic off limits. It don't matter if we right or wrong. We're just talking.
Oh, that's what's up.
That could be what could be going on behind the scenes with Canelo too. For Canelo to be like, I'm not tripping on any of y'all because. And Eddie Hearn, you over here, and Eddie Hearn obviously is still trying to bring Canelo back. Maybe Al Heyman got his hands on Canelo already and said, "Look, this is what we're looking at here long term." And there could be some conversation they've already struck up.
He gave him the biggest deal he had. He was gonna get 35 fight. He walks out down there 60 on each fight, and he got to pick all his fighters. Like I said, he had picked those fighters, but Earl upset the apple cart. You see what I'm saying? And then Jamal went loopy land. They had to bring the other one up. You know what I'm saying? It just faltered or whatever, but they try and get it back in line. I think he trying to get him back in line. That Earl fight gonna pay some dividends, especially if it's on Netflix, bro. Because you gotta think, for it to be free, bro, and Netflix will pay that because beat $79.99 for the fight, right? Or probably even upwards to $89.99. Netflix just saying, hey, come subscribe to Netflix for $15.99 and you get this fight.
Yep.
You know how many more people they gonna have? Man, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. I'm not a money counter, but that's like a lot of people is looking at it like that's not a big move because then they lose on pay-per-view. No, pay-per-view is the problem because you got piracy. Al is trying to be smart and find a way to get around piracy. If it's like when Jay-Z sold the Black Album to Samsung. He sold it them for $2 million just to have it on their phones. If you could just sell your album, get all your money up front, you ain't got to worry about streams. You ain't got to worry about if people copying your music and handing it out. It's the same thing with piracy. You know what I mean? Now I ain't got to worry about pay-per-view. They done gave us all our money up front, Jack. You know what I mean?
No, that's interesting, man.
That's dope, man. But
hey, man, I appreciate the time with y'all, man, and I actually shocked to see y'all knew who I was, man. So that's kind of cool.
Man, stop playing, bro. Yeah, I know who you is, bro. Real talk, bro. That's why I was looking at your name, and then we joked. They were like, "Oh man, okay." See, you get a lot of people stealing people's names in here, bro. You know what I'm saying? They'll use your name, my name. They'll go other people's lives, and all sorts of stuff, bro. But when I really thought you was a troll because your camera wasn't working when it was popping. No, I was like, oh damn. And then we probably like, I know who this is, bro. Bet. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's all love, baby. When you go live, when you usually go live and stuff.
Well, see, I got four sons, so all the boys are out of school right now. I'm retired, man. Retired military, man. So
all right, salute to you, fam.
Yeah, when the boys they go back to school on like the 19th of August. And then I'll be going live. I normally go live when I'm walking or jogging in the morning, by like 9 o'clock, and then I'll go live sometimes from like 12 to 2. But when they go back to school, I'm gonna be going live in the morning, probably about 9 o'clock, man. Okay. 9 till about 11, and then I'll go exercise, and then by then the time for them boys to come home, man. And then I'll go live in the evening time. So I was going live twice a day. But man, I could talk boxing, man. I enjoy it. I don't have a favorite fighter.
Yeah.
I talk boxing, so that's the only thing. The channel is heading towards 12,000 subscribers now.
Yeah, man.
The only thing about it is, man, you get people in here. I mean, man, and I'm a retired military cat, so I hate to have to dress some of these cats, but I just take a deep breath and blow it out because you get some people in here, great people, but you get a handful that. Concentric few, man, that just ain't worth your time, So you keep plugging along, you'll see your channel will keep growing. You know what I'm saying?
Right on.
Faster than others, and it ain't because they have great content. Everybody has whatever they like. But I ain't compromise my ways. I do things.
Right.
I'm happy with what I do. I ain't a belligerent channel. We chill and talk, and you got the same thing. But that's the reason why I came on. I came on once, and I saw you were trying to tone down one of your buddies, one of your hosts, because he was getting frustrated with somebody harassing him, y'all.
Yeah, the trolls,
And I was
man.
like,
I don't trip off trolls, man.
I was like, he need to just chill out. Either ignore him or just time him out. But don't, because I got off the live because of that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay, I got you.
So when I came in here today, I was the reason my camera wasn't showing up because I was doing a video saying that fight Skull for IBF title at 168. And then I just happened to see you. And I said, oh, let me see what they're talking about today. And I was like, oh, boom, they talking my kind of talk right here, Ortiz. And that's why I jumped on this. But I didn't plan to be on here like this. So I apologize if I took up too much time.
Man, you ain't taking too much time, man. I run my show. It's the people's show. I like hearing other people's opinion. You know what I'm saying? I'm good I like dialogue. That's how we all learn. Like I say, my homeboy came with the Benavidez thing, and I'm like, damn, I ain't think about it like that. You know what I'm saying? I like stuff like that. Keep your mind going and keep it fresh. You know what I mean, man? So you see me every Friday I'm on. Every Friday I'm on, same time, 10:15 Central Standard Time. Every Saturday is fights on. I'm on here while the fight's on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Feel free anytime, bro. And for sure, when you start back going live, I'm definitely gonna pop up over there, fam.
Yeah, come on through, man. Y'all keep cool, eat something good, and keep safe. And I'm gonna talk to y'all later, man.
All right, bro. Appreciate you.
Righto.
All right.
Bye.
Deuces.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I will say, just there are a couple of regulars here, Hood, that come in and they're not actually arguing. We call it passion. They're just having a debate.
Right.
They just bait each other, and they are actually really good friends. So anyone that actually comes in new, like you said, they think they're walking into a big argument, but really they're walking into actually two friends just having a really passionate debate about something.
Yeah, I forgot about that. We got
it never gets like personal.
We got DJ, Mark, they regulars, my boy Heavy, Punch, 913. Sometimes we be going at it, man, but we don't call it arguing. We call it just being passionate, bro. We not killing each other.
Yeah, no, it's all good, man. You know what I'm saying? I understand. But y'all keep cool, man. I'll fly back in here again, man. I know tomorrow you'll probably be going live for Ortiz, right?
Yep, for sure.
I don't know if I'm gonna go live for that or not, but if not, I'll come out here, man, and chat with y'all for a little bit.
All right, right on, man. Appreciate you, bro.
All right, y'all take care, man.
All right.
Next time.
All right.
Man, salutes the hood champion, bro. Came through, bro. Real talk, man. That was dope. Salutes to him, man. Showing up. Told you we moving, baby. And he had some good, interesting points, man. Good ass interesting. That's what I'm talking about, man. Y'all be taking that link, man. Take that link. Never know. You never know. 913 up in this thing. What's good, Brody? But yeah, so, man.
Let me just rewind a little bit, Slick.
Mm-hmm.
Benavidez doesn't have a great record or a perfect record with the cocaine and getting the belt, losing the belt, and all those sorts of things.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, it wouldn't have mattered.
Mm-hmm.
If Canelo's genuinely avoiding him, it wouldn't have mattered back then like it doesn't matter now. Because even, I would say more so, 18 months, 2 years ago, Canelo had a mortgage on those sanctioning belts. Because of the money that he actually develops, what do they get? They get 3% or something as a sanctioning fee. So they would have much preferred Canelo continuing to be the boss because it means more money for them.
Yeah, that's true. That's why he got that special phone number to the WBC. He can call them and say what he wants.
And look, Canelo hasn't been taking all his mandatories all the time. He hasn't moved and ducked all of them by any means of the imagination, but sometimes he cherry picks and just wants to go for a different fight. So he's not really ever held to account. Although he's just lost one belt, hasn't he?
Yeah, but that was actually not a strip. That was a fail to put paperwork in. That's how that ended up getting taken from him. What made me go find out about that was because nobody ever attempted to strip him ever when he should have been stripped. You know what I mean? So I'm like, what made it different now? And then when I went and looked it up, they were basically saying that they were in talks to give William Skull step aside money, but Canelo team did not put the proper paperwork in to let the IBF know. So they had no choice but to take it.
Well, the IBF are the only ones that have been consistently stripping people. Now, I don't agree with Bud getting stripped 5 seconds after he fought Spence. I thought that was a bit rough.
Yeah.
They threw a tantrum when Jai Opetaia couldn't meet the timeline that they wanted for the rematch, and then he went and fought on the Riyadh card. All that timing to me looked like it was just a tantrum from the IBF. And I think at that time too that Turki Al-Sheikh was in direct conflict with what the IBF wanted to control in the UK, and they saw how tight Eddie and Turkey were. So hopefully they've moved on past that. But the IBF continues to strip people, sometimes good, sometimes bad, right? But it's got to happen at some stage. I just can't really see it happening to Canelo.
No. Like you say, he's a cash cow for all of them. He's a cat. Like I said, the IBF was about to let him step aside. You know what I mean? They was finna let him step aside. It was a failure to put paperwork in. When they realized it was too late, they called Tim Brown to talk to him, and they was like, we don't care who you are. It's too late. You know what I mean? We got to go by our rules now. And go ahead.
I'd just like to say a couple of things before we get back on topic. 913, we've spoken about that. I don't recognise white chocolate. I don't know who you're talking about. And RC's back.
Yeah,
hopefully RC and CO aren't locked up in jail just on their phones trying to kill time.
Right. Man, oh man, bro. I can't wait till tomorrow, bro. I can't wait till tomorrow. This is gonna be one of the ones, y'all. I'm telling you, don't sleep on this fight. This fight is gonna be one of the ones. I know it is, man.
Are you gonna be disappointed if it's over in round 2? One of them actually gets knocked out.
Yeah, I'm gonna be mad. That's too soon. At least get past 6. At least get past the 6th round. But if Vergil get dropped, oh my God, I'm like, shit. That's down there career suicide for him, because they constantly put him on his high pedestal, and then to give him them 2 fights to build him up, and the fans are going crazy over. I'm talking about, Vergil will whoop on Bud and like he's only had 2 minutes, back. You know what I mean? You already making his justification like he has a fan base, but I'm telling you, a lot of people may be crushed tomorrow.
Well, I think you're equally excited as I am because we got spoiled a little bit last weekend with some really good fights.
Yeah.
What was it? 3 draws?
Yeah.
That's unheard of.
Yeah.
But, there was some really good fights there, and you want to sort of piggyback off that and go, oh, shit, we're going to get a really good one again the following weekend. So, but it is boxing. Anything can happen, right?
Right. 100%. The poll I got up, they got Vergil Ortiz up by 67%. I hope y'all all right. By KO at that. By KO. I hope y'all all right.
What Shavar said, they're reporting Turkey is dropping Crawford off in an Omaha to retire.
Yeah, I think he'll troll.
All right, well.
Yeah. Shout out to Jose Chavez, man. But if you're trolling, it's cool. Just hit that like button, man. Make sure you hit that like button. You can't troll for free over here. You got to go hit the like button, subscribe button.
Hey, if you don't like it, hit the thumbs down. That still actually helps the algorithm.
Yep, it sure do. Either one. Don't matter. It don't matter. But yeah, man. It's crazy because ain't too much else to talk about on this fight, but I don't know.
I haven't even seen the undercard. I haven't even really spoken about it.
No, I don't even know who own it. The girls, the breakers, but shit, she's like ancient, bro. And what's the old girl name she fighting, man? She's like almost 40. Both of them up there. And I ain't seen I can't even tell you the last time Breakers fought.
They had
You
an
know.
interview, and I haven't had a chance to watch it yet with
And they're the co-main event, I believe. The girls are, I think. Oh, Fundora's sister. Fundora's sister. Shout out to
Yeah,
Rob. Yeah, I want to see her too, though. Yeah, I like her. I like her, bro. She champ. I really,
What weight
really,
does
really
she
do
fight
like her,
at?
bro. Huh?
What weight does she fight at?
I am not sure, but she mean in the ring, man. She like a sweetheart outside the ring. When she get in there, she's mean. Now she didn't look too sharp that last fight though. Old girl was catching her, but she go forward, man. She's not backing up. She's gonna fight you, and she's long. You know, like her brother. She's tall. She's tall for the girls. But yeah, I forgot about her. You got the 2 girl fights. You got her. And oh my God, what's dude name? I cannot. I'm about to look it up. So y'all got my brain
why
going.
don't you just get the card up while we're here,
Yeah,
and you
I
can just
am.
talk to it?
Where is it?
Kenneth Sims on the undercard. RC's
Yeah.
all over it.
Yeah, Kenneth
Then
Sims.
Pretends he's a casual. That's a bigger lie than the presidential race. RC
Yeah,
pretending
Charles
he's a casual.
Conwell on here fighting Carrie Gray. Then you got Cecilia Breakers fighting Marcilia. That's who it is. Carnival, she's fighting. Gabriel Fundora is the actual co-main event at flyweight. That's what she fight. That Conwell fight may be decent, but that's the main card. But it's supposed and damn, I just remembered. It's supposed to be like what 11 fights because it's starting on YouTube on Golden Boy on YouTube. All the other fights is on there. They trying to do like the sheet. They got hella fights tomorrow.
Well, on the zone, the coverage starts at 10 a.m. my time tomorrow morning.
Yeah, it's a long card. They got it separated over here. They got it on the zone. Oh no, it's on the zone, but they put the other ones on YouTube. No, that's the same. No, it's the same. So yeah, the main card for you starts 10:30. It starts for me probably around 8 or 7 or something like that. But if you go to YouTube, it's gonna be on there. But it's all the other undercard fights. That's not gonna be on the main card. Then they're not even calling them prelims. They're calling them straight undercard fights.
See, if I'm going to guess, and I'm just having a bit of a look now, I'm going to say that they put it on YouTube for non-DAZN subscribers so that they're still getting out there, but you still be able to watch all of the pre-fights on DAZN.
I'm finna go to Golden Boy, see if they got it at the thumbnail up, and if they got it in the description who fighting. There we go, Golden Boy. All right, Golden Boy Boxing, go to you. Let you weigh
Look
in.
at RC trying to still convince us he's a casual.
Where? Man, he know ass T.O. seriously. I'm just a victim of my environment. He ain't lying. He around boxing all day.
Yeah, I get that, but there's no way he talks about people's records and the history of boxing when he's around people in Vegas, right? He must have either remembered or he's done his own homework. So, sorry, RC. Cat's out of the bag, pal. You can't wear that casual hat anymore.
Let me see live. Golden Boy, up and coming Bohachuk prelims. Yep, there it is. So for me, it starts at 4 p.m. on YouTube. So that's gonna be way early your time. That's like what 6? Maybe your time. A.m.
I'm not sure at the moment. I'm just checking to see what I can watch it.
When you go to YouTube,
at 10 o'clock a.m. tomorrow morning, I can watch it on DAZN. Right. I'm just having a look now to see whether there's any information about whether it's got all the prelims on it.
If you go to YouTube, it'll go to Golden Boy Boxing on YouTube.
Yeah, right. Okay.
And then go to live, and it should be the first thumbnail you see. It's going to say Golden Boy Fight Night, Serhii Bohachuk versus Vergil Ortiz Jr. prelims.
I'll work it out in the morning. I won't be too worried about the prelims.
Yeah.
I'll watch them if I'm about and I'm not, and I'm ready to sit down and watch it before I get settled in for all the main card.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be on there all day like that again. I probably come in between sometime. I don't know. I ain't gonna say because I might mess around and be on here for all of it. I don't know. Depending how I feel. And I get done what I need to do tomorrow. Mark Wynn said it's 4 a.m. his time. Damn.
Yeah, so I'm not getting up at 4 a.m. to
Right.
watch 3 a.m.
He said, yeah, nah. Oh, man. My guy said, no, that's not going down at all, man. Well, DJ, man, I appreciate you coming on, bro. I'm going to go ahead and end it right here. Try to catch up on some of this work I should have done so I can be right for the morning. Maybe I will be on here.
Well, you went international last weekend. It was the day before, wasn't it? All your internationals came in the day before.
Yeah, day before. Yeah.
And you got yourself another boxing
YouTuber.
Yeah, I don't know. Don't always like calling them YouTubers if they know a little bit more of that. They just express their knowledge through YouTube.
We're commentate. We're boxing enthusiasts that's trying to uplift the sport. That's how I look at it.
Righto. So just before you go, same thing I asked Hood. You've got $10 in your pocket. Who are you putting it on for tomorrow? Vergil or Bohachuk? That you think will win. Not who you want to win, who you think will win.
Right.
So who you got, Slick?
Like I said, if I had to lean towards somebody right now, it's Bohachuk. Bohachuk, bro. That's what all the stats is leaning towards. But that don't mean it can't happen though. They got Ortiz as a favorite too, so I might put 20 on Bohachuk somewhere somehow, just in case, and win some big money. Right, and win some big money. Then Robert said the Saints football coming on tomorrow. It's fool. He talking about football when he say the Saints. I was half
expecting RC and TA just to make a random appearance from wherever they are in the middle of Vegas running amok.
Oh man, they doing some big stuff because it's like a big boxing weekend. You got the Boxing Hall of Fame and they do like a bowling thing and a whole lot of stuff, bro. T.O. gonna be busy. He picked the right weekend to be getting content. All the boxing stars are gonna be out.
Well, that man a couple of weeks ago tried to tell us, who are all older than him, that he was old and he needed his sleep. So the man's going to sleep for 2 weeks when he gets back from Vegas.
Oh my God, bro. He going to be super busy. Yeah, he going to be super busy. Then he's going to the fight tomorrow too. He's going to be at the fight. Yep. So he's actually going to be there. And that's pretty dope.
I bet he's not wearing that thing on his head tomorrow.
Right. Oh, man. That was hilarious because I didn't know what that was. But, yeah, he's going to be at the fight. Then he got the Hall of Fame, the bowl. I don't know if the bowling thing was tonight, but yeah. Because if I wasn't tied up, I'd have been there too. This is the perfect, like the Hall of Fame weekend. Then you got the boxing expo they have out there, where all the boxers be out. Yeah, it's nonstop, instant content. Everybody ready for the cameras. Right, getting inducted to the Hall of Fame, right here. He gonna be there. The dinner, yeah. T.O. busy. T.O. should get a bunch of great interviews. I'm hoping for him. He should, because he already got zapped. Did you see that, DJ?
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, that was cool.
Just double checking to see whether you had one of your lives on there, and I'd seen that he'd put something there, so I watched it.
Mm-hmm.
No, well, what do they call it? Networking. That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah.
You get out there and you start networking and making new contacts and all those sorts of things. That'll be good for him. Hopefully he has a good time.
Yeah.
But listen, I'm going to let you close up and get some chores out of the way so you can free yourself up for tomorrow.
That's what it do, man.
I might do
Appreciate
the
you,
same,
man.
actually.
Always, DJ.
Likewise. All right.
All right.
I'm out.
He dropped the mic, everybody. He dropped the mic. My man said, I'm out. Man, salute to everybody coming through, man. Nevada, man, he said Nevada Hall of Fame is like the Wish Hall of Fame, ain't it? I'm gonna leave you alone, Mark, where you roll, bro. Sometimes that's all they got, man. Let them live. Let them live, Mark. Hey, man, thank y'all, man, for coming out, man. Like I said, man, you see this box down, it says like, comment, subscribe. I will be up tomorrow for the Vergil Ortiz and Bohachuk fight, or maybe I should say it the right way, the Bohachuk versus Ortiz fight. Like I say, we if you feeling nice, hit that super chat, bro. And I'm out, man. I'll see y'all tomorrow, all right? Y'all be easy. Win, lose, or draw, keep pushing, man. I'm out.